Harvick got up in front of Menard. About as nice as you can do it right there.
And left Joy all by himself on the inside right there.
Yep. But see how much time they lost by even at that. See what I was talking about? They lost, you know, a couple of seconds there on the front two rows. Now they're going to have to get some steam and go.
But there's the 4 car pushing the 20, and the 20 has no partner now, and the 4 car has no partner.
Harvick and Menard lost some ground as well.
Joey Logano to the outside there with the 4 car of Casey Kane.
Larry called it. Logano to the outside and to the lead. Big shove by Casey Kane on the outside.
That was a huge shove. He got just enough off those guys.
They had to lift.
Shuffled out.
He got a little bit out of shape there. Newman had to get out of the gas, and that was it.
Here we come down to the white flag. 1 lap to go for David Ragan.
All clear. 1 factor double wide.
And look who's right behind Kenseth. Dale Earnhardt Jr. has joined the party.
Watch Harvick swing high here, though.
Kevin Harvick's been known to break hearts at Daytona. He did it to Mark Martin in 2007 in the Daytona 500. He won this race 1 year ago. David Ragan, a half a lap away from his first victory.
It's now time, isn't it, for the 20?
It's time for the 20 to do something, or...
1 back there by 10.
I think
the Ragan behind him.
David Ragan
behind the race leader.
David Ragan.
No caution yet. David Ragan coming back to the start-finish line.
They're wrecking everywhere now.
They're wrecking again.
Ragan with sweet redemption gets the victory at Daytona.
2 separate wrecks on the last lap.
Great job. Thank you a lot, Matt.
Man, these guys are flying by Newman.
He was a sitting duck.
No kidding. That's the scariest part of it being in a wreck like this, is sitting in the racetrack when guys are coming at you 180 plus miles per hour.
Talked about on the final lap.
Yeah, and it's hard to really say. You see the 9 car get turned, the 9 to 51 and the 00. It's hard to say right there because they're just in the corner of the screen. But in front of these guys, they're wrecking on around the corner here.
All this happened over
right here
in turn 3.
It looks like somebody got. It looks like Castle just slid up the racetrack and got into the left rear of Ambrose.
Yeah,
and he may have got shoved up. You know, by that angle, it's hard to see, but
it is hard. And the 00 had already been in an accident, and so had the 51 car of Landon Castle.
Take a look. I saw the 48 right up in the middle. Comes down, and I think the one is going to get hooked by, or the one in the 88 got together.
Yeah, it's like the one
forget
came,
it. Yeah,
it's like McMurray came down on Junior. Junior got down on the flat, had to come back up on the racetrack, and then, I mean, and this is the second wreck, as you said, and these guys are still just hauling the mail through.
But this is kind of typical for here, for as far as the finish goes.
Look at those
this
guys.
is normally where it happens. Those guys are finishing wrecking up in 3 and 4,
and in the background. That's great.
You can't beat Daytona. Trevor Bayne does it in the Daytona 500, his first career victory. And tonight, I'm sure tears of joy for David Ragan, who's celebrating his first ever win.
That was big.
Well, this will be one celebration. A Coca-Cola driver wins the Coke Zero 400. David Ragan wanted this one bad, especially after what happened in February, as we talked about earlier. Be a lot of celebrating in the Ragan family tonight. Welcome to Victory Lane, my friend.
This is fun. What better place to do it? Daytona. First of all, I got to thank the Lord for looking after me. Sprint. We delivered a win for UPS. How about that? We've been promising all those UPSers out there for a couple of years, and finally got it. Daytona. Couldn't be any better. A great points night. Coca-Cola, Coke Zero 400. Couldn't be a better night. I got to thank Matt Kenseth for helping me. Our 4 teammates work great together.
You and I talked earlier in the week. This is the one that you wanted because of what happened in the 500. How many times did you relive that restart in your head as you had to do a couple tonight?
Well, everybody kept talking about it, and man, I just tried to zero out, take the positives from it and move on. But you know, I can't thank my spotter, my crew chief, my team enough. They really humbled me, kept me focused. Matt pushed me to the finish line. The Roush Yates horsepower was great. Doug and Robert Yates back at the house, thanks for all the help. Thanks to fans, Sprint. Not a better night to win. This is awesome.
So many generations of Ragans work to get you here and get you into Victory Lane. When you see your dad, Ken, who's around here somewhere, and your mom is too, what do you think?
Well, I'm just proud. Everybody back home in Unadilla, Georgia. Maybe the streets are rocking and rolling tonight. Glad my dad and my mom's here. My older brother Adam. So a lot a lot of fun times here to celebrate this July 4th weekend. Thanks to all the veterans back home, and it'll be a fun night.
And I know you've heard all the talk, too. Maybe he's not ready for Cup. Maybe he doesn't deserve this ride. What did you prove tonight, you think?
I wasn't ready a few years ago, and Jack Roush gave me a chance. And, you know, this is all we needed. We've been so close so many times, and finally we're here. And I just can't thank UPS. We love logistics team for standing behind us, and we're here. We'll enjoy it. We'll enjoy it Monday and Tuesday, and then we'll go back to work for Kentucky next week.